My name is Melanie Weller, and I'm the owner of Beyond Calm, and I help individuals merge science and wisdom for resilience, brilliance, and success. And today I'm going to show you some ways to assess your vagus nerve and if it might be compressed. Your vagus nerve is one of your big stress mediators. It regulates heart rate, your digestive system. It's critical for vitamin B12 absorption. It mediates inflammation and sweating, and even orgasm in women. And so there are many, many roles for the vagus nerve, and it really calms your system. It's a parasympathetic nerve. And so I'm going to teach you how to also some ways to optimize the function of your vagus nerve. And I've done this for many years as a practicing physical therapist, and I want to show you guys how to do this because they're really easy and really powerful, and you can get really fast results very quickly, and you can do these things at your desk. So the first way to check if you might have some vagus nerve compression is to see if you can bring your ear to your chest. So to do that, you're going to turn your head to the side and bring your ear down towards your chest. And I have good flexibility here, but if you find when you turn your head you're running into a brick wall, you might have some vagus nerve decompression. Your vagus nerve exits the base of your skull through an opening between your temporal bone and your occipital bone, and so that activity is kind of assessing the compression in that area. The second thing that you can do is to check your trunk rotation. So if you cross your arms across your chest and you want to make sure your feet are on the floor and your weight is evenly on your sitting bones, and if you imagine that the center of your chest is facing 12 o'clock on a clock, if you have normal motion, you should be able to go to about 2 o'clock to the right and about 10 o'clock to the left. And so if you find that in order to do that you have to shift your weight to the side, then, or that you just you're only going to 12:30 or so, and 11:30, then you may also benefit from these activities. The third thing you can do, and this is not really a formal test, but just an observation that I've had over many years. We're going to use this balloon in an exercise later, but if you have difficulty blowing up a balloon, that's another sign that you may benefit from some decompression of your vagus nerve. So the first technique I'm going to show you is really just a breathing meditation technique. And so what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, but as you do that, you're going to imagine breathing into the space between your eyes inside your forehead, and you're going to breathe out through your heart. So you can also imagine like you're breathing into your third eye and out through your heart. So you can repeat that for at least a minute. You can do it longer too if you like, but that helps promote alpha brainwave activity, which can improve mood and creativity and access to your intuition. And you're going to exhale through your heart, and breathing through your heart has been shown to improve heart rate variability, which is an objective scientific measure of stress and wellness, and it can also improve your oxytocin levels in your system, and oxytocin is the hormone that makes us feel connected, and a significant amount of that is produced in your heart. The next thing that you can do is an ear pull, and so what you're going to do is grab these tabs at the front of your ears here. They're called the tragus of your ear, and so you're going to grab these tabs and you're going to pull sideways on each one. So I'm pulling that way, but very gently, only with a pound of force or so at the most. And you hold it for about a minute. You can imagine you're unwrapping a piece of taffy. That's a good image to have with this exercise. And so this pulls the temporal bone away from the occipital bone in your skull to give that opening where the vagus nerve comes out a little bit of extra space. And your cranial bones really do move, they're not truly fused. So, and a gentle, longer stretch is more important than is more powerful than a short, more aggressive, shorter stretch. So be sure that you're really gentle and that you hold it for a good 60 seconds. And you can repeat that one once or twice if you want to, but very often one repetition of that is more than adequate. The third thing you can do is an asymmetric reaching activity. And so what you're going to do with your sit with your feet on the floor, and you're going to reach your right arm further than your left, and then you're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, and you're going to breathe into your left shoulder blade area. So this is where you want to put the air. It's in the back of your left shoulder. I find it's often helpful to imagine breathing in through your right fingertips and bringing the air into your left shoulder blade area. And you can repeat this 4 or 5 breaths, and you can do 3 to 5 sets of that, but very often one set is really great at taking the edge off of your stress. The last one I'm going to show you is with the balloon here. And what you're going to do is you want to gently dig your left heel into the floor, and because you just want to tighten your hamstrings, these muscles on the back of your thigh a little bit. You just want them to be a little bit active. You're going to reach your right arm forward, and then you're going to take your balloon and blow up your balloon, and take 4 or 5 breaths to do that. And again, you can do 4 or 5 sets of this activity as well if you wish to repeat it. These are really great exercises to do, say after you've been traveling, or had a long plane ride or car ride. Anytime that you feel like you zigged when you should have zagged, and oh, I might be sore in the morning or might pay for that later. These are really, really nice exercises. I've used them for myself even after I've fallen, when I haven't had any serious injury, but I've been concerned about being sore, and they always get everything back under control and keep things from spiraling out of control. And I've found that not only for myself, but for my clients and my family and my friends for many years, and I'm happy to be able to share these with you.